Imagine buying a home only to discover it's losing value. Shocking, right? In today's market, certain types of homes are falling, even plummeting in value. And trust me, there are some properties I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. Here are the types of properties that might be affected. The first one, condos and urban apartments. Condos have been a popular choice, especially among retirees, those looking to get into the housing market for less than the price of a single-family home, or those looking for vacation homes with minimal maintenance. However, their appeal might be on the downside and the demand isn't keeping up. Here in San Francisco, there are condos that were bought during the height of the COVID pandemic, and now they are selling for close to 30 to 40% less. There was this 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo located in the heart of the city. It was originally sold for $2 million. When it was listed in May of 2022, the price was dropped to $1.7 million. And then it was further lowered to $1.6 million. The listing was eventually pulled off the market for a couple of months, and then later on gets relisted again in September of 2022 for $1.5 million. By the following month, the price had dropped again to $1.4. It eventually got sold for $1.1 million. There's just not a lot of demand for condos right now, especially in city centers where people are fleeing. It's not only happening in San Francisco. Check out this clip from CNBC.
Manhattan real estate is becoming a buyer's market as prices drop and inventory is on the rise. Robert Frank's got all the details. Hey, Robert.
Melissa, Manhattan real estate sales stalled for 2 years as buyers and sellers just remained too far apart on price. Now the sellers are caving and deals are rising.
Condos in many areas will see a drop in value due to an oversupply in the market. And the supply is not coming from new builds, it's from existing home sellers. It's a simple case of supply outstripping demand. Urban apartments might also lose value. The continued rise of remote work means people no longer need to live close to their workplace or city center, leading to a shift towards suburban or rural areas where housing is typically cheaper. As the urban condo market cools down, another trend is emerging in suburban areas. Let's talk about why older suburban homes might not be the best bet for you right now. There seems to be a preference from the younger generation for new construction versus older traditional homes in suburban neighborhoods. This is probably because of the following reasons. Many older homes lack modern amenities and design. New construction, on the other hand, often features modern amenities, energy-efficient systems, and contemporary designs that appeal to many buyers. These features are typically not present in older homes, which can make newer properties more attractive. And let's face it, older homes comes with more maintenance. New homes usually come with lower maintenance costs in the short term since everything from the roof to the appliances is new and under warranty. In contrast, older homes might require significant repairs and updates, which can deter potential buyers. We all love new things, and there's often a perception that new homes are often better value because they require fewer immediate updates and are seen as more move-in ready. This perception can depress the market value of older homes, even if they are well maintained. And then, builders often offer incentives that old homes just can't match. New homes may offer better financing terms and lower insurance premiums as they are built to the latest codes and standards. Older homes, particularly those 10 to 30 years old, might not meet current building codes or could have outdated systems, making them more costly to insure and finance.
Now, the biggest home builders, Lennar, D.R. Horton, they have really signaled that they are not going to pull back on incentives. And that is really their winning shot in this game to gain the market share, which they've already been doing.
Real estate markets are influenced by trends. And right now, there's a strong demand for new constructions, especially as suburban areas expand and develop. The shift in demand can leave older homes struggling to compete, leading to a depreciation in their value. I've seen this firsthand in the town next to where I live. They have this stretch of road where it used to be just dirt. In probably about a little over 5 years, the construction has been insane. I thought that they were building way too many units, and small units at that. All of them were townhouses that were 3 levels, all sold out. For retirees who have significant equity in their homes, this trend can be problematic. They may find that their home's value does not appreciate as expected or worse, declines, impacting their financial plans, especially if they were counting on the equity for their retirement. On the other hand, for new homeowners, this situation could present an opportunity to purchase a home at a lower price, potentially gaining a property that, with some investment, could increase in value over time. The next property to avoid, luxury properties. By the way, when I refer to luxury homes, I'm not talking about those ultra luxurious 10 to 50 million mansions. Instead, I'm focusing on homes that are typically priced at 2 or 3 times the local median price. For instance, in Akron, Ohio, where the median price is about $5, a home that's priced at $600,000 is considered luxurious. In many parts of the country, $600,000 wouldn't even be enough to enter the luxury market, especially in places with high property values. However, in more affordable markets like Akron, this price point signals high-end property. Despite their appeal, these homes face potential risk. The previous high demand has led to an oversupply in some markets, and coupled with rising interest rates, this could put downward pressure on prices. This means that even these more accessible luxury homes might see price reductions as the market adjusts. Buyers should be aware of these local market dynamics when considering such properties, especially if the investment is meant to be short-term. Next up is not really a property but more of an area. Avoid properties in areas with high unemployment rates. When considering where to buy a property, it's crucial to think about the economic health of the area, especially regarding employment rates. Properties in regions with high unemployment rates can be a risky investment for several reasons. High unemployment can lead to lower demand for housing as fewer people are financially capable of purchasing homes. This reduced demand can suppress the property values, making it harder to sell or refinance in the future. Areas with high unemployment often face broader economic challenges, which can affect the overall stability and desirability of the neighborhood. High unemployment can also affect local services and amenities, which are often funded by property taxes. This can lead to declines in public services such as schools, parks, and infrastructure, further reducing the area's attractiveness to potential buyers or renters. For example, in the Central Valley and Sierra region of California, the real estate market is showing signs of adjustment amid economic challenges, including a recent uptick in unemployment. The region has seen an increase in housing inventory, which is starting to balance out the previously tight market condition. Home prices in these areas have been relatively stable, but the market dynamics are shifting. The higher unemployment rate, coupled with increase in available homes, is creating more opportunities for buyers. However, these same factors may put pressure on home prices, potentially leading to slower appreciation or even slight declines, especially if economic conditions do not improve. Finally, the last type of property to avoid, vacation properties. Going into 2025, purchasing vacation homes may be considered a risky investment for several reasons. The broader economic environment, including inflation and fluctuating interest rates, adds uncertainty to vacation properties. Economic downturns or unstable conditions can reduce disposable income of potential buyers and travelers, which in turn can lower demand for vacation homes and rentals. The rise in mortgage rates makes financing more expensive and, to me, almost prohibitive, especially if you're counting on making money on your vacation property. This affects the rental market as higher costs will be passed on to renters, potentially reducing occupancy rates. Vacation homes, especially those in coastal or resort areas, often come with higher maintenance and insurance costs. Factors such as climate change and increased frequency of natural disasters has driven up insurance premiums and make upkeep more expensive. These costs can quickly erode the profitability of vacation homes. Vacation homes are often subject to seasonal demand, which can lead to inconsistent income streams. Areas that rely heavily on tourism see significant drops in occupancy during off-peak seasons, affecting rental income reliability. Not only that, when the season arrives and it's not what it's expected, demand dries up even more, or it can go the other way. Lake Tahoe is a great example. The last 2 winter seasons, the Tahoe area has experienced a lot of snowstorms. Now, you would think that's a great thing for snow bunnies, right? Unfortunately, roads get closed during severe snowstorms, so less people can go up the mountains. Not only that, even if you're already in the Tahoe region, when the snowstorm hits, chances are the resorts are closed as well for safety. Then there's regulatory risk. Some regions are introducing stricter regulations on short-term rentals to address housing shortages and community concerns. These regulations limit the ability to rent out vacation properties, impacting potential income and resale value. Not only is this a thing here in the US, it's also happening around the world. Check out this clip going on in Barcelona, Spain.
What's going on in Barcelona? right now?
Barcelona
apparently they want you out.
This has been a very, very long, like over a decade-long story with Barcelona. You know, we work really, really hard. We're in, 100,000 cities. Barcelona's been one of the more difficult challenges for us. But
I would argue that in the near future, more and more cities will crack down not only on Airbnbs, but on short-term rentals as well. In some popular vacation destinations, the market for vacation homes has become saturated, leading to increased competition. This can depress rental rates and make it harder to achieve desired occupancy levels, reducing overall investment returns.
That's an Airbnb host by the name of Shelby Church, and her experience seems to be replicated among other Airbnb hosts who have noticed that their bookings have gone down considerably. In some cases, not a single booking for the rest of the year. Now, what's going on? Maybe the market might be oversaturated with short-term rentals.
And I gotta be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of Airbnbs. Yeah, I know staying in an Airbnb can offer unique experiences and often more space or probably amenities that are not traditionally open to hotels. But here's the thing, the quality of Airbnb properties can vary widely since they are individually owned and managed. Unlike hotels where standards are relatively uniform, Airbnb properties may not always meet expectations, especially if the listing is misleading or lacks clear recent reviews. Also, unlike hotels, Airbnbs do not have daily housekeeping or maintenance services. If issues arise, such as broken appliances or cleanliness problems, resolution can depend heavily on the host's responsiveness. This can be a disadvantage for travelers seeking these conveniences. Look, I'm not saying that all Airbnbs are bad or there is no place for short-term rentals. I'm just saying that these needs to be more regulated both for quality, safety, and the amount of short-term rental that goes on the market, especially when the area is experiencing housing shortage. The sixth type of home I won't touch with a 10-foot pole, mobile homes. Unlike traditional homes, mobile homes tend to depreciate in value over time, much like a car. This can result in lower resale value, making it a less attractive investment for those looking to build equity. Securing financing for a mobile home can be more difficult than a traditional home. Many lenders view mobile homes as a higher risk, resulting in higher interest rates and fewer financing options. If the mobile home is located in a park, residents are often subject to monthly lot fees, which can be substantial. Additionally, park regulations can be strict, affecting how you maintain and modify your home. Mobile homes are generally more susceptible to damage from extreme weather conditions such as hurricanes, tornadoes, and strong winds. This can lead to higher insurance premiums and potential safety concerns. And like I said earlier, the potential for property appreciation is limited compared to traditional real estate. This means less opportunity for building equity, which can be a key financial benefit of home ownership. Mobile homes typically offer less living space and fewer customization options than traditional homes, which might not suit the needs of a growing family or those looking for personalized living spaces. Then there's this. There's no going around this. There can be a social stigma associated with living in a mobile home, which might affect the homeowner's experience and potentially impact the resale value. Hey, if you're finding this information helpful or at least getting entertained by me, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on crucial real estate insights and entertainment. And now, as promised, let's look at 8 properties that could be great investments despite the current market trends. I'll just briefly touch on these. I'll have a whole separate video for it. The 8 types of properties are historic homes, multifamily units, sustainable and eco-friendly homes, care homes or assisted living facilities, homes with ADUs, starter homes, properties in developing urban areas, and properties with large lots. If you want to know more why I think these types of homes will go up in value, better hit that subscribe button. Understanding these trends and potential market shifts is key to making informed decisions in real estate, whether you're buying your first home or looking to invest. Remember, the right property can set you up for a long-term success, even in uncertain times. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy house hunting.